All right, we're gonna start right off with some push-ups, I guess. Hello, everyone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alrighty, we got some hydration, I guess. And then last but not least, we got a caramel candy, so that my intro is gonna be filled with chewing noises. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the plane. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'll mute. Oh no. Too bad. You gotta hear my chewing noises. It's actually not. It's just me talking with a caramel in my mouth. I give you the redeems, Ronan. How's everyone doing today? Welcome. I'm just a tad late because I forgot to make my tea, so I had to make it very late. I was working on, I guess, a little bit of nerd talk right now. So I'm trying to, I use StreamerBot for streaming, which is basically a program that lets you control OBS and a whole bunch of other crap. It's really awesome. But I'm trying to make my own program to talk to StreamerBot. And I have to learn like WebSockets. And I spent probably about a week figuring out how to communicate with it, because it's not, I'm definitely not the first person to do this, but I'm probably one of the only people, because there was no notation on how to do it the way I want to. But I finally figured it out. It's very scuff, but it works, I think. So I was working on that right before stream, so I'm a little bit late, but I'm here at least. And I made it in time with some green tea. That's honestly probably way too hot to take a sip of right now, so I'm not going to. But yeah. And now thanks to the push-ups, I'm out of breath. That was a good way to energize the beginning of the stream, because I need it. I've been working on that for so long. It just sucked all the energy out of me. But it's over. I mean, it's not over. I just figured out what the problem was, so now I can actually, I guess I could tell you a little about it. So I'm planning on making, I know, I have Nappy. You see him there next to me, just kind of hovering around. And he is my bot in chat. But I'm planning on making him like sort of more voice activated than he currently is. So like I'll be able to say like, you know, Nappy, shout this person out, or Nappy, switch scenes, or whatever, stuff like that. And in order to do that, I want to code it in Python, because that's what I'm comfortable with. And StreamerBot doesn't really accept Python, so I'm having to convert it this really weird way. And like if I was doing this in any other programming language, it would be a lot easier, but I like Python, so I'm figuring it out. Also, Python is a little bit better for voice recognition, in my opinion. So, yeah. I'm about to, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to put you guys out of a job. Don't worry. I just use that as an example. I'm probably not going to use it for that. It's actually funny because I have this like whole suite of tools where I should be able to shout anyone out. Just like by the push of a button. Like, let's see, Ronan, I'm gonna press a button and let's see if this actually works. I've never actually used this on stream, but I've had it since I bought a Stream Deck. And it's just like, it brings up a list of all the active chatters. And I can press a button and maybe it'll actually work. No, it doesn't work. Okay, I've had it. This is why I have never used it, because it never works. So, that's fun. I don't know. But yeah, that whole suite of tools. I can shout out, ban, and I can mark my stream. None of them have ever worked, so it is what it is. But anyway, today we are not going to be doing any of that nerd stuff. We're going to be playing more Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. Last we left off, Espella was getting almost burned alive, possibly. And we are here to save the day. Hopefully. I don't have a lot of confidence in myself, but you know what? Professor Layton is here to guide us along the way. Phoenix Wright is gonna bullcrap his way through, just like he always does. And I'm now crunching the caramel. Well, I wouldn't go that far, sorry, Nami, because one woman, I guess that first woman did not burn on our watch. So I guess, yeah, I guess so far we're 0 for 0, because we haven't had any possible burning yet. But there is a woman who has been burnt. But I guess you're right, yeah, she wasn't our problem. So you know what? She probably deserved it. Maybe she was a epic. She totally deserved it. But alright, so that's what we're gonna do. It's been about a week. I don't really remember. I know that there's like 5, I think there's like 5 people to cross-examine at the same time, which is just crazy, but it's really more like one person. It looks like I thought it would be a lot harder, but it's really just 5 single lines of dialogue. But it was coming along pretty nicely. Oh yeah, and we just got the Magic Tome book, which tells us about a bunch of magic spells. So that's gonna make the court records stuff a little bit more difficult. Which really, I don't think it's gonna make it too difficult. It's just gonna make it more crap that I have to look through before I can present. So I'm not sure if it's gonna add anything too new or if it's just gonna be more tedious stuff, but we'll find out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's go. Oh, yeah. All right. Continue. Witch's Court. Oh, I noticed. I'm keeping I guess I'm going to keep the cursor on for this because I think you guys want to see where I'm pointing, but you can see they're still wearing the aprons in their little tiny pictures. That's really cool. All right, load. Doo-ka-doo-ka-doo. Well, so much for a fun evening at home. Well, so much for a fun evening at home. What is this, a sitcom from the early 2000s? Or I guess you'd call it the mid-2000s. Actually, you know, it is kind of funny because people call that the mid-2000s. But that's only like 2010. That's like not even a tenth of the way. Well, it is a tenth of the way there, but they call it the mid-2000s. I just thought of that. It's really weird. Anyway, well, so much fun. So much for having a fun evening at home. The knights came and crashed our party. They were shouting all about a witch and, ooh, a voice crack. Haven't had that in a while. And a witch trial. Talk about coming out of left field. They arrested Espella and dragged her to the courthouse under suspicion of being one of those witches they mentioned. And if she's found guilty, oh, you know, they'll throw... Oh, he really is going millennial. If she's found guilty, oh, you know, they'll throw her into the pit of fire. They're joking, right? You watched a woman get burnt alive with your own hands. Hey, Phoenix, I forgot where I left you, but before we go on, let's read some journal entries. Oh, you only have 3. Okay. Another puzzle. At last, we were able to take a look at the Grand Grimoire. Only to discover that one particular page had been tampered with. Such a thing seemed almost inconceivable considering how well the book is protected. Something beyond our current understanding seems to be at work here. Our first priority must be to solve the puzzle concealed within the message in that book. I don't remember that. I don't remember any of that. After solving the puzzle, an underground... Oh, okay, no, that's what they were talking about. Okay, I was confused. After solving the puzzle, an underground room was suddenly revealed. We went down and found a giant wall painting showing the Great Witch, with a huge fire dragon burning the town. Could this have really happened? We left Espella after agreeing to meet up with the bakery later. But I'm a little worried about her safety, to be honest. We'd literally just finished our dinner when a whole bunch of knights arrived with the orders from the witch's court. Last thing we knew, Espella was off buying milk at the market, and now she's being held captive and accused of being a witch. She's found guilty. Apparently, the sentence is execution by fire. They're kidding, right? Okay. Okay. Now we can get back to you, Phoenix. What's up? What are you waiting for? This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not? Oh, the staff! I forgot about the staff. Use this button? Okay. Right here is the very scepter you mention. One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery on the side of the path. Shrubbery. Such a fun word. Shrubbery. What did I give this guy?
Oh, yes, indeed. That was I located it. My feet found themselves ensnared in the blasted thing, and it sent me flying through the air.
Somehow. I'm not surprised to hear you fell, Gramps. Damn old shaming. Very cringe of you.
The scepter does not seem to carry the most sincere air.
Or sinister air, sorry. Indeed, my lord. However, the scepter will only work while in the hands of a witch, with the incantation being said aloud. Aww, that's too bad. I wanted to try lighting some stuff on fire. Maya, you are going to be accused of a witch, and I will not save you from your own silliness. Please don't look at me when you say that. You see, there are two magic gems in the scepter. Magic gems? Looks like a red gem and a white gem. Good, his eyes work, that's good. These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By simply looking at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used. Nick, quick, look at this page. Okay. Oh, the Ignace page. I'm looking at the page. Back. I was like, I'm looking at the page, Maya, now what? Is that a red magic gem? Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignace, and if you look carefully, you should notice that the scepter also has one more spell that can be used. One more spell. That must be the white gem. Mr. Wright, I found it. Here's the spell for the white magic gem. Oh, look at him. Look at his face. He's so proud of himself, and he should be. He should be. The vanishing spell causes anything, or Demir, causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant a mirror to make it reappear. Oh, okay. Added to the Grand Grimoire. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Me too, Phoenix, me too. I see you managed to work it out in the crusty head of yours. That's just... It can't be. The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Demir had made it disappear? I keep thinking he's dabbing. Every time I see that, I'm like, are you dabbing? Please. That's right. In other words, the accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic. He really is hip with the kids. In like the 1400s. I don't know how old this is. Could be even older. I don't know time periods. It's probably older than that, I guess. No. Wow. Oh, no way. No way. Can't. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order, order, order. Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the scepter into evidence.
Objection!
Do not submit it into evidence. I refuse. Hold on, please. Is there a problem, Sir Baker? Okay, I understand this is the witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter was in Miss Cantabella's possession has not yet been proven. What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker? Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. Oh, I remember this, where they're like, yeah, no, what are fingerprints? Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle the witch's scepter, then her fingerprints should still be on it. I thought I saved past this, but you know what? I want to relive the pain. Even Maya is like, what are you talking about? She doesn't know what... She actually doesn't know what fingerprints are in the real world either. She still doesn't know. Poor Maya. What's with the silence? You said fingerprints? Inquisitor Barnum, tell me, just what is this Baker blabbering about? I haven't the slightest clue, my lord. It is the Baker's first time in court, after all. Huh? Don't shake your head in disapproval, Layton. I'm doing my best. It's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist. What? That's like all I do. Luke is concerned. Even Luke understands. Well, Luke is actually very smart. I can't believe it. As I have said already, best you head back to the bakery lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas. They're about as half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum. Forensic science does not yet exist here. Instead, this world in which witches and magic are accepted as fact. Truly fascinating. This is not the time to be fascinated, Layton. Someone is going to die. Actually, you know what? That's very normal for him. Everyone's all about, like, right to die. Villain's about to murder someone. This reminds me of a puzzle. Come on. Come on, buddy. All right. Magic Scepter needed to cast spells. The available magic spells depend on the magic gems. Yeah, it really doesn't faze him. What the heck? There are just way too many things I don't know about this world. Mr. Wright, I believe you may be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage. Huh? Oh, this is cool. I just love the fact... I still can't get over the fact that they're just in the same room together. It's so cool. The Inquisition believes there is no room for the debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better luck next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Mayhap your next loaf will not leave such a bitter taste in our mouths. You shouldn't have eaten sourdough. Actually, that wouldn't be bitter, that would be sour. Wonder if there's any bitter breads. I don't know. Now then, my lord, I believe it is time. I asked you to render your unwavering verdict.
Objection!
Oh! He did it? Oh! Oh my god, he did it. He did what? He did the thing! He did the thing! Ah, that's so cool. Me after Layton says one word. Oh my god. Dies. Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum? Step aside, Mr. Wright. I have to be a badass. Yeah. I mean, he really is like the Mia. Phoenix really can't solve anything without a Mia stand-in. So he's like, fine. Your dead mentor won't come. I guess I will have to do it. Enough dark chocolate, anything is possible. I believe that. I believe that. He's a wet cat. What's that? And who might you be? My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of the accused. Inquisitor Barnum, please allow me to confirm what you believe happened on the night of the crime. You claim the witch's scepter was made to disappear through the use of magic. Is that correct? Indeed, through the magic spell, Demir. If possible, would you mind providing proof of this particular claim? Ooh. Ooh. Something Phoenix Wright has never tried in his life. Asking for proof. No, he's done that, but still. It never works when Phoenix says it. Whenever Phoenix is like, do you have any proof? He's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I wonder what happens when Layton does it. What? It actually works. You claim the scepter was not seen. Indeed, that is one possibility. However, a wise man must always consider... Oh, he's not saying a gentleman, he's saying a wise man. He's calling him dumb. Ooh. Barnum, did you not watch the man waltz of the court? Yeah, how did you not see him, like, make that crazy, look, we found the book, and scream it? But I guess it was Luke, but still. It's like, wait, we can ask for proof? You don't always have to provide it? Crazy. Must consider every possibility. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? Can the Inquisition fulfill the request presented by the gentleman with the unusual hat? I guess it is unusual in this world. How did you not see? Yeah, how did you not see the unusual hat? The Inquisition cannot honor this request for proof. But I will kill you! So ha! Joke's on you. Professor Layton could easily disarm you. If you are asserting that the accused is not a witch, then the burden of proof lies at the feet of the defender. I think that is how it works in real life. I'm not totally sure. I really love the Layton themes. Yeah, they definitely are leaning much more on the Layton themes. But it's still epic. I think it's really more because Layton as a game is based on exploration, obviously puzzles. So there's more room to add music, but there's not that many songs in Phoenix Wright, you know? I mean, there's a lot, but they all take place in the courtroom, really. And the investigations, it's kind of the specific ones. Oh yeah, no, they love this one. Oh, you're saying they use this specific song a lot. Oh, okay, yeah, I see. Not that I mind. Yeah, this rendition is very nice. I hate when you use Phoenix as a blade, for sure. I mean, he has spiky hair. He was built to be a blade. I guess more of like a pitchfork, but you know. Come on, it's the Inquisition's job to prove that a crime was committed. I'm pretty sure in your world, Phoenix, you have to... That's how it works. The defender has to prove innocent. Yeah, just over and over again, yeah. As I thought, indeed, it would appear the accepted method of thinking in this world differs greatly from our own. How regrettable, Sir Apprentice Baker. And you, Sir Dark Hat. Okay, I like it. There's only 4. I thought there were 5 of them. Wait, they said it? Okay. Inquisitor Barnum, sir. Should you require it, I stand ready to lend you my testimony. Would anyone care to purchase pre-testimony flowers? I've got a lovely array of bewitching lilies. Snowy and I will not be dismissed so easily. We came here to expose the identity to this witch. Isn't that right, Precious?
Oh, witch's scepter, you say? Yes. I know of such a scepter. Allow me to elucidate the matter. Wow, never heard that word. Yeah, these people really want to kill someone. What do you think, Inquisitor Barnum? Side profile Layton. Have we ever seen side profile Layton? I don't think I have. I'm not sure if I've ever seen you from the side, sir. It's haunted, yeah. He's got that one little hair floof. Otherwise, his hair is immaculate. Your witnesses appear to have something to say on the subject. Very well. Most honorable witnesses, I grant your request to testify once more. Cool. Tell the court all you know regarding this telemagica. Telea? I have no idea. Well, We somehow managed to keep the trial going. I owe you one, Sir Dark Hat. Please, Mr. Wright. Mr. Layton will suffice for the time being. Another moment of people reading Phoenix Wright's mind. Just another classic moment. I think wait. Maya's really the only person, maybe Mia, who can read his mind. Or who, like, read his inner thoughts. Actually, no. I think Gumshoe does. Maybe there are more people, but still. I always love that people can just read his mind. Everyone, I guess. His inner monologue has actually been out loud this whole time. He just doesn't know. All right, what do we got here? When I saw her, the witch was carrying a large milk bucket in one hand and a lantern in the other. The girl had a lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way. I got a good look at her hand, and it looked for certain that she was gripping something.
The witch was holding a scepter in her right hand. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended.
All of you said something completely different.
I see. The accused's hands was contorted in a strange way. I do believe this is quite an important piece of testimony.
I saw it. I most certainly saw it. She was holding an invisible scepter. No, you didn't? That's not... How? We saw it too. The girl was up there without a doubt. You sure, kid?
These old eyes don't see as well as they once did, but I witnessed the hazy, blurry form of the accused quite clearly.
Don't tell the court you're blind. Doesn't matter in this court. Yeah, they saw the invisible object. 100%. My eyesight is as sharp as the edge of my trusty blade. A toy sword. How fascinating. Absolutely destroyed. You destroyed him. Good job. Although I wonder if he understands the implications of that analogy on his vision.
Bonk. Sir Baker, you may proceed with your interrogation.
The interrogation. I love that. That's totally not even close. Mr. Layton's given me another chance. I can't let it go to waste. Would you please stop talking out loud like that? We can hear your thoughts. All right. When I saw her... Okay, I guess we'll just press. The large lantern you mentioned is this one, correct? There's no mistaking it. The fiendishly fiendish form, with its darker than the darkest of nights. That was the lantern. It's just a normal lantern.
What is this? Would seem some glass is shattered. And there seems to be a sizable amount of mud stuck to it.
On closer inspection, it appears mud has been stuck to the broken sections of the glass. Most intriguing. So then, when exactly did the lantern get mud all over it? Alright, I mean, I understand, like, we're supposed to figure stuff out, but I thought that I'm not that dumb, game. Broken glass and mud? Do we really not know what's going on? Do we really not know how that happened? Like, come on, guys. I'm pretty dumb, but really? We don't know how this happened. By the way, witness. I can't. This kid, sorry, my impulses. I guess it is. Maybe they both know. And they just know Phoenix is dumb, and they're like, I wonder how it happened. How intriguing. And even Luke is like, yeah. Why did I say yeah? I wonder. Broken glass and mud. What could it possibly mean, Mr. Wright? I don't know. If only Mia was here. Yeah, they're like a kindergarten teacher trying to ease him into the answer. It's crazy. By the way, witness, you also saw a milk bucket, is that right? Indeed. I would bet my sword on it. Probably not worth a lot of money. Yeah, Professor. I was so wrong. I guess I just want Francisca back. And yet that milk bucket mysteriously vanished at the scene from the scene of the crime. How many times must I say it, Sir Apprentice Baker? The problem is the Black Lantern. Ghost cow. Alright.
Hold it!
She had the lantern hanging from her wrist? Are you sure? Of course we're sure. If that wasn't it, how else would the girl manage to hold her invisible scepter? Ma'am, please, just testify about what you actually saw. We just said that, we just said that's what we saw. Isn't that right, Snowy? Bro, that's some animal abuse. Please let Snowy go. Indeed, a handle is as wide as this could be easily hung from the accused's small wrist. Yes, that's what we were telling you. Isn't that right, Mummy's little snowball? Meh. It's no good. They're all bent on assuming Espella was holding the scepter. It seems it may be best not to pursue this particular line of questioning any further. Well, that's just super. He's doing great.
Hold it!
Alright, what now? What exactly was the defendant gripping? It was, that's right. It was something cane-like. Was it called the Witch's Scepter? Yes, it was definitely that. Yep, it was definitely that. Good job.
Objection!
Yeah. Objection, you're an idiot. Objection, Your Honor, the witness is an idiot. Whoa, wait, Miss Kira. You didn't actually see it, did you? Witness. This cane-like object, was it perhaps roughly this size? I like to imagine that since Luke is the only one who understands animals. Yeah, the goat is just like screaming for help, and Luke just has to sit there. He's like, nah, I'm not listening to you. I don't know how to understand animals. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're saying at all. Nah.
Oh, why, yes. It was exactly that size.
Oh, it's no good. They're all bent out assuming... Okay, she was holding the scepter. Okay. Well, that's just super. Was that really the same line? Okay, that was weird. That's why he looks so concerned. He's like, we need to finish this so we can save the goat. Yeah, not save Espella, just so we can save the goat. Let me get this straight. There's no way for you to see this invisible scepter, was there?
Well, now that's common sense, boy. One cannot see what is not there to be seen.
In that case, there was also no way you could tell whether she might have dropped the scepter.
Well, these old eyes of mine honed in on her hand like a hawk until they couldn't see straight. The young lady was most certainly holding an invisible scepter in her right hand, while at the same time also carrying the lantern. Or do you perhaps possess some piece of evidence that suggests she dropped the scepter?
There hasn't been any evidence so far to suggest Espella was holding the scepter. Evidence suggesting the scepter was dropped. Now that's an interesting idea. Wow, they're just laying it on thick. They're like, Phoenix, think about dropping things, huh? If Espella did not have the scepter in her hand, it would have been impossible for her to have been used in any magic. Well, yeah, that's true. I don't suppose. Might there be a piece of evidence that could prove this? Something to prove that Espella was not holding the scepter at the time of the murder. In other words, evidence to show that Espella had not been holding the scepter, she would have dropped it. Is everything all right, Mr. Wright? The truth about what happened in that brief instant will likely decide Espella's fate. If I have to do everything I can to find a contradiction in these testimonies, I guess I should take another look at the court record. All right. What do we even have? All right, let's take a look at the details here. I don't see any, like, specific details showing that it would have been dropped in the mud. Oh, wait, no, that would prove against it. I would say if it did drop, there should be mud, but there is no mud. which would prove against what I'm trying to say. The gems seem fine. Okay, what does it say in here? The available spells depend on the gem. Okay. Glass is broken, covered in mud. Accused is Cantabella. Okay, yeah. The Grand Grimoire summons a circle 1 meter. Okay. I'm assuming it's the lantern. Maybe they're gonna say if the lantern fell, the thing also must have fallen. She was holding a milk bucket in one hand and a lantern in the other. Had a lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way. Good look at her hand. Like she was gripping something. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended. So I'm gonna assume I'm gonna guess that if I present this, is this what I need to present?
Objection!
Yeah, okay. This is proving that she dropped the lantern, though. I don't see how that's gonna prove. Maybe it means that because it was wrapped around her wrist, she had to have tripped and fall. There's a high probability that Miss Cantabella was not holding the scepter. But, for the sake of argument, she had been holding it. She would undoubtedly have dropped it at the time of the incident. What do you mean? What I mean, Inquisitor Barnum, is that this lantern proves the defendant was not holding the scepter.
Objection!
Okay. What foolishness are you spouting, Sir Apprentice Baker? The lantern's handle was around the accused wrist.
Objection!
Accused's wrist. Meaning she could have held the scepter, I'm afraid. Or I'm afraid that's not the problem here, Inquisitor Barnum. The problem is with the broken glass and the mud plastered all over it. What? The rain had ended just as the murder was taking place. That would make the path fairly muddy, don't you agree? When the thieves grabbed Miss Cantabella by the arm, the lantern must have fallen into the mud.
The lantern.
Fell into the mud? Why, of course. That makes sense, doesn't it, my little snowy wowie? Meh. Well, what do you say, Inquisitor Barnum? If she was holding the scepter at the time, that would mean when she dropped the lantern, the scepter would have fallen along with it. Ugh. What's going on? Inquisitor Barnum seems speechless. That defender's managed to turn the thing around, even though... I can't read these. He's just some baker. No way. Pay the witch's accomplice no heed. They're just trying to trick you. Barnum, Barnum, Barnum. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Just what is this?
Hold it!
Oh, you're not allowed. You're a witness. You can't say that. Okay, whatever. One moment, please. Kira, did you kill them? Are you the real witch? Are you the real witch, Kira? Huh. Everyone, please listen. Didn't we all just stand here and explain to the court what we clearly saw? Oh. It's a lantern, so what? What's so special about it? Explain it to me so I can understand. Oh. She's not a murderer, she's just dumb. It's okay. We're all little dumps. So that you can understand? Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious just by looking at it. Mr. Wright, do not call this woman dumb. It is not the gentleman way. We do not call women dumb. What is it, Mr. Layton? There is something about this witness. Oh, wait, did I call it? Is she the murderer? It could also be that she's, Maybe she's just jealous of Cantabella or Espella, and she's like, I want to kill her, so whatever, you know, or I want her to die. Hmm? Is he just calling her out? Miss Kira, was it? Tell me, Miss Kira. How good is your eyesight exactly? Oh. Interesting. Huh? As you just heard Mr. Wright explain, the answer to your query is quite obvious at a glance. You just calling her blind? Damn. Tell me, are you able to see the mud on this lantern? Mud? What mud? What are you talking about? Your Honor. Oh, look, he's got the angry eyes. He's got the angry eyes. Look at him. Your Honor, did you hear that just now? Hmm? Yes, indeed. What does this mean exactly? What do you mean? It means that Miss Kira's poor eyesight is the reason she cannot see the mud present on this lantern. Objection, blind. In other words, the validity of Miss Kira's testimony is questionable at best. He pointed. He did the point. He did the point. Is you there? He didn't say you there, but he pointed. He's learning. No, they can't find out I'm blind. And people won't think I'm pretty. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order the court. What is the meaning of this? What say you in your defense, witness? I highly recommend you give us nothing but the truth. Are they really gonna accuse her of a witch for being blind? You lied to us. You must be a witch. This town is crazy. Hello, Dizzy. How are you doing? Welcome in. This man is not a licensed lawyer. This is illegal. Yeah, it's you know what? I wouldn't worry about it. Because this is a town that believes in witchcraft, so it's fine. Well, they don't believe in it. They believe it exists. They don't believe in it. It's fine, though. He's just a man with a dark hat. I'm sorry, Inquisitor Barnum. It's true. I need to wear glasses all the time, in fact. Layton does legal stuff a lot. Yeah, he does a lot of stuff he's not qualified. Well, he's qualified for, but officially, legally, he's not qualified. Shit. Yeah, he's fine. He's a professor of archaeology and a gentleman. That basically gives you a license to do anything. You need to wear glasses? Wait, are they really ostracizing her? Damn, I guess I'm not welcomed there. Aha! Now that you mention it, I did notice something odd about you today. Oh. Is my stream still running? Okay, that was weird. I just got reconnected back to chat on my OBS, but I don't think I lost anything. Dropped a few frames. Okay, whatever.
Oh, I thought you looked familiar. Gone is the mist that clouded my mind in this place. Clarity.
Thought it was my Wi-Fi. It looks like it's sort of back for now. Let me check.
Let me take
Yeah, a little bit of chat lag. I'd recommend refreshing your stream. Should be back now. Their maiden pair of spectacles are as valuable as a shield to a knight. Make haste and procure another pair. Now then, Miss Kira, tell me, at the time of the incident, were you wearing glasses? No, I wasn't wearing them. The truth is, I lost my glasses a couple of days ago. Damn. You lost them? She must be a witch. Only witches lose track of their glasses. So her glasses were missing during the time of the incident. Mr. Wright, might I recommend that you keep a note of this fact? Could prove useful later. It's proving useful right now, Layton. Basically means she didn't see anything. Got it. Glasses. Do we find them? These are her glasses. I've had your glasses the whole time. Oh boy. Bonk. Am I to believe there is nothing left to prove on this matter? At the time of the murder, the accused did not have the witch's scepter in possession. Okay.
Hold it!
Oh. Wait a moment. Snowy and I have much more left to say. That's right, my trusty sword of justice shall cut through the witch's treacherous lies. I may have lost my glasses, but I haven't lost my will to testify. Should be okay, whatever. Keep note of this, Mr. Wright. We call blackmail. Yeah, that's what we call blackmail material. The fact that she's blind. I love it. Don't eat your flower. Oh my god. Yeah, the goat's not gonna stop talking, so speak your truth, goat.
Eureka, I remember now. Old age has a way of sneaking up on me. I'm sure you understand.
The protein. Yeah, I understand. I understand you're all completely ridiculous. Bonk.
It would seem we have not yet arrived at a clear-cut verdict. Witnesses, you may once again begin to testify in court. Tell us about the scepter and how it was used in the detestable display of witchcraft that you all witnessed tonight.
So is this just going to be one mega trial, but we're not going to do like multiple day trials? It could be, which I'm not opposed to, but does that just mean giga trials instead of like 3 broken up with investigation? I guess we'll see how it goes. The girl was not holding the scepter in the same hand as the lantern, which means it must have been in her other hand. The accused is holding a milk bucket in the court illustration. Who's to say she wasn't holding the scepter in that hand? Trials are quite long. That's okay. I kind of prefer that as opposed to, you know, having to go and investigate. Well, I like it in those games, but in this game, I think it would be a little bit much to keep breaking. Also, I don't know how it would work, especially in a witch trial. All right, let's take a recess and we'll leave you hanging up there and just, you know, we'll give you some food, but you're going to leave you in the suspended cage and we're going to take a quick break. See, I don't know if it would fit with the flow in this game, so I don't mind the long trials. Yeah, I think it works well so far. Depending on how long this trial is. I have no reference for how long this trial could be, but also don't tell me. I want to be surprised at how close I am to the end. That milk bucket is lighter than it looks. Even Snowy could carry it. She could have easily held the scepter as well. Oh, there are halfway points. Okay.
I did not see this milk bucket. Everything felt like an illusion.
The scepter was in her other hand, you say? Indeed, such a proposal is feasible. Sir Baker? Yes, Your Honor.
It's the strangest thing. The longer this trial goes on, the more you begin to resemble a legitimate defender.
It's almost like I am one. Huh? Barnum's like, are you a defender? Are you actually a lawyer? That would be a crazy. It's like illegal to impersonate a lawyer, but he's reverse impersonating. He's like, I'm totally not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I just make bread. I'm just a really smart bread maker who's destroying you. But I'm not a lawyer. Definitely not.
Well, no matter. Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
All right.
Hold it!
The loophole, yeah. The Tom Cardy song, Businessman? I don't think I've heard of that. I think I've heard of Tom Cardy, though. Did you actually see them with your own eyes? Alas, Magic's vile embrace hid the scepter from my sight, so I did not see per se. However, through my years of nightly training, I've learned to see through such cunning trickery. Have you now? Is that so? For example, this morning I found myself unable to locate the whereabouts of my trusty blade. Its location was a mystery. So I tried my hardest to think and remember where I could have kept it at last. Before long, behold! It transpired I was carrying my trusty blade, and its scabbard all along. Life is riddled with such trickery. I think you're just dumb, my guy. People are writing their own damn stories. Yeah, this is crazy. They're just like making everything up. Like, obviously the Phoenix Wright witnesses make up their stories depending on who it is. But like, at least it's sort of coherent. These guys are just completely rewriting. I think there might have been like 1 or 2 witnesses who were like this, who were just every time you testified, it was just wildly different from the first time. But these guys are like, oh my God, dude, chill. You guys are a new breed of dumb. Like, oh no, witch burning. How about this? Yeah, they just write something completely different. They're like, actually, it was, just changing my mind. It's okay. Would you say life is riddled with trickery, Nick? Only if we're talking about my life, Maya. Damn. Poor Phoenix. Hold on. We'll give him one of those. You deserve that. Get better tune. All right, what do you have to say, man? The court illustration. That's right. Judging by the sketch alone, it looks possible. It does look possible for her to have held the scepter. No, it doesn't. Where would she be holding it? Where would she have been holding it? However, if you actually try holding that thing, you'll just notice how thick it is. Okay, no way she could have been holding it. All right, finally. I was going to say, like, there's no way. Oops. I just resized this. Hold on a minute. Okay.
Objection.
All right, what do you have? That is nothing more than a mere speculation. You cannot say for certain that she was unable to hold it. Bruh, look at her hands and look at the size of the scepter. It's not speculation. Use your eyeballs, or are you blind too? Also, you're holding it. You should know. You say speculation. I say it's a fact. There's no way a speller could have been holding that thing. As expected, this testimony is filled with nothing but assumptions and conjecture. Mr. Layton? Oh, Mr. Layton. You know, Mr. Wright, there does not appear to be any usable evidence present in the court illustration. Yeah, I agree. It does look that way. The milk bucket ended up disappearing from the scene. Could that actually be an important piece of evidence itself? They are really hand-holding us through this case. Like that, I think the second cross-examination was pretty annoying. But besides that, they've been like hand-holding, through this whole thing so far, which like I'm not opposed to. But definitely more hand-holding than I've ever experienced. It's like she wasn't even talking about the bucket, and Phoenix is like, could it be about the bucket? I mean, like, I guess, yeah, but she wasn't talking about that, Phoenix. All right, let's see.
Hold it.
Just 1 second, Miss Mary. I didn't need to read that book. Hold on. What is it now? And Snowy and I don't have all night, Come on then, out with it. I just have one question regarding your testimony. How exactly did you know? The bucket Miss Cantabella was carrying was light enough for Snowy to carry? Well... You see, the girl always uses the same bucket whenever she comes to buy milk from us. Naturally, I would have seen that bucket countless times before. You've seen it countless times before? That doesn't answer my question. You specifically said the bucket was lighter than it looks. Miss Mary, at some point tonight, you must have held the bucket yourself. Oh! Now then, please enlighten us as to exactly when you got your hands on the bucket. Mary? It's true. By that time, Robs and mugs had already been burnt to ash. And then... I noticed the milk bucket the girl had been holding in her hand. The milk? Then, when those two went up in a blaze, Snowy and I made a dash for the bucket. Why? As the girl stood there looking confused, we took the milk from her to make sure it was okay. Oh, wait, what? Why? Unbelievable, witness. You...
Well, it was just so wasteful. The thought of all the disgusting ash falling into in such precious milk. I felt I just had to protect the mill, so I took the bucket back to the farm with me.
You tampered with the evidence. Very cool. Madam, do you mean to tell me that the court... Are you mean to tell the court that you took the evidence from a crime scene back home with you? That explains why you were unable to locate the milk bucket at the scene.
Oh my, you're scaring poor Snowy. Here, I brought the bucket with me anyway. See, I didn't even tamper with the milk.
I'm sure you didn't. This court shall accept the milk bucket as evidence. Milk bucket she was carrying at the time of the crime. Mary brought it back to her farm. It's like, that's one more piece of evidence for us. What is it even? Can I look at it? No, it's just there. Okay. Cool. We got a bucket. Bonk. Now, will the gentleman with the impressive beard proceed with his testimony? All right, what do you have?
Hold it!
You didn't see the bucket.
Indeed, naturally, there was no way of me noticing the witch before the crime occurred. My mind was placid as the most placid of the placid lakes. But like the early bird on its morning hunt for that elusive worm, my senses remained vigilant.
You do realize the other witnesses have all testified having seen Miss Cantabella carrying that bucket, though.
And when you have journeyed as far as I have through life, you find all is but an illusion. That is, except for Lord Storyteller, of course.
Interesting. That's it for the testimony. Still, something's bound to be out there. Can't believe Mary took that bucket home with her.
Miss Mary must be one of those thieving forest wolves you've been hearing about.
Let us hope she doesn't eat like a wolf as well, Luke, for Snowy's.
Absolutely destroying this woman.
Got this new piece of evidence. The question is, how can I use it?
You know, looking at this milk bucket now, I'm getting thirsty. No,
Please don't mind. It's probably moldy by now.
does look sort of different from the sketch, don't you think? Might be a good idea to get a nice good look at the actual milk bucket.
Can I look at the sketch? Where's the sketch that I can look at?
Oh, look at her thing. She looks so much cuter with the glasses. I actually really like look at how cute she is. I mean, she was normally cute, but look at that. I like her. She's so pretty. So pretty.
Should be. Where do I look at it? These two decided they aren't lawyers. Yeah, they can't make a comedy, dude. Oh my god. I don't know where it would be, though. Maybe it's in menu. Probably not.
I think I could look at it.
I think I could press someone and I'll look at it. It'll bring it up. I remember, was it... It wasn't you. Ah, here we go. So I think if we press U... Oh, it's just the fact that there's no handle. So yeah, there's just no handle there. There is a wooden handle, though. As opposed to a rope handle. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Objection!
Yeah, I wish we could just have permanent access to it. Alright, but that's okay. Making another save. Okay. The accused, who says she wasn't holding the scepter in that hand? So we could present it here. I guess it would have to be that. Because this one is, it's lighter than it looks. He could have held the scepter. Alright, we're gonna try presenting it here. Go, Bucket!
Objection!
There we go. All of your testimonies have come to the same conclusion, except for the old man. The scepter was not in her right hand at the with the lantern. Therefore, it must have been in the left or in the other hand. I have to wait for this to finish before I start reading. That was holding the bucket. Oh no. Okay, so no. The old man was saying it wasn't the left hand. Okay. However, that's not it. Not by a long shot. What do you mean? Contrary to what one of the witnesses stated, the milk bucket was in fact at the crime scene. And you'll also notice something about this bucket. Take another look at the court illustration. Something about the bucket seems odd, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
This illustration was based on an eyewitness accounts, so a small discrepancy or two is conceivable.
Objection!
Actually, Inquisitor Barnum, it's highly likely that this illustration is much less accurate than you think. In fact, there is a blatant contradiction present in this illustration. Good old latent theme. Yeah, they are overusing, or the Phoenix theme. They are overusing. I think it's not just the latent thing. I think it's the main themes. It's every big moment. But I'm here for it. I love them all. Admittedly, it does at first look possible that Miss Cantabella was holding the scepter and the bucket at the same time. However, if you look at the real milk bucket, that possibility goes up in smoke. Here, let's have a look at the real deal. Notice the handle? Yeah, that cannot be. Oh, but it is. This particular milk bucket has two pieces of wood on either side of the handle. If you were to try to hold both the scepter and this bucket, well, let's just say that'd be a challenge, but simply. There'd be no way anyone could hold both the bucket and the scepter at once. What?
That must mean clearly you have the wrong bucket.
We never lie when it comes to milk. That is what the very bucket I took. You have nothing to say, Kira? Are you the witch? It's you, isn't it? Looks like the witnesses are as surprised about this as Barnum. The defendant couldn't have been able to hold the bucket and the scepter at once. Also, we have already established that she was not holding the scepter in her right hand. Therefore, the defendant, Mrs. Spilla Cantabella, was not holding the witch's scepter at any point during the incident. Bam. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order, order, I said order. We lie when people's lives are on the line, but milk, never. We don't lie about milk. Part of the Got Milk Agency. Just what is the meaning of this? In all my days of the judge of this court, I have never heard such an argument. These are but paltry set of words, and yet they ring with such remarkable strength. Your Honor. And now it's his turn. What you just heard was logic. Oh. Kill him. He just introduced you to the concept of logic. Ouch. He's not coming back from that one. The judge is dead.
expert precision. Damn. Logic, you say? What? What is this with these two? They just silenced Inquisitor Barnum with mere words. Such foolishness. This must be some type of witchcraft. Oh no. Don't put me in there for being smart. Wait, do you think... Uh-oh. Layton, you've gone too far. Could they be witches? Oh my god. Oh no, this isn't working. Yeah, logic burn. Would not seem the concept of logic exists in this world. Oh my god. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, when you got like a witch town, it is like a cult, you know, mind brain kind of thingy, so I don't know, that's crazy to just say that. They don't have logic in this world. Yeah, they're slowly stepping away from the two logic men. I don't know who they are. Right, then let's take this chance to knock their case down a peg or two. I'm worried, what if we keep this up? We'll all be joining a spell in a one-way trip to the flames.
Objection!
Stop tabbing. Most intriguing. A knight allows his sword to speak for him during battle. You have spoken with the swords of words. With the sword of words. So be it. I too shall wield such a badge. What do you mean? Okay, what does he mean? Mr. Right? He's a lot dumb as hell, as some would say. Sir Blue Knight, there appears to be a hole in this logic of yours. A hole? According to the earlier testimony, it was believed that the accused had a lantern hanging from her wrist by the handle. However, she supposedly dropped it, hence it being covered in mud. That's right. While that may be true, it does not necessarily mean the accused was therefore unable to use magic. It's merely a question of when she dropped the witch's scepter. What do you mean, Inquisitor Barnum? It's very simple, my lord. The accused, while first holding the lantern and the witch's scepter, cast her magic. Then, she dropped both the lantern and the scepter. We already said it would be muddy. We already said that's not possible. Ah! The witch's scepter was dropped after the spell was cast? Of course, yes, that must. But we already said if it fell, it would have been muddy. We already just proved that. If it fell, it would have been covered in mud. What say you, Sir Blue Knight? That is but a taste of the knightly knowledge of the Inquisition. Wow, Sir Barnum cut through that baker's witchery like a hot knife through butter. Exemplary. I expected nothing less from the hand of Barnum. Ooh, to be able to shake the powerful hand someday. Barnum, Barnum, Barnum. That Inquisitor isn't quite what we first appeared. Yeah, sure seems that way. So a moment ago, it seemed like he'd never heard of a logical debate. Now he's suddenly using it against us. This guy's no joke, that's for sure. I mean, he's no Edgeworth or Godot or hell, even Manfred. So it should be a cakewalk. Inquisitor's quite handsome, no, Mr. Layton? He's very hot. What? Especially when he dabs. Now then, most honorable witnesses, I ask that you lend us your aid once more. Jesus Christ. What are the chances that they're gonna lie again? They all have the same voice now. I request that you all testify to the court once more. Tell us, which occurred first, the dropping of the lantern or the casting of the spell? Bonk.
Witnesses, you may begin your testimony. Tell this court, in your own words, about the sentence of the events, or sequence of events, which transpired tonight.
All right. Witness testimony. Again, for the 30th thousandth time.
Of course, the lantern fell to the ground after the incantation. Ignaze! Sploosh!
I'm sure Snowy is white. I'm sure Snowy is white. I made certain to keep an eye peeled on that milk bucket after all. Besides, how can you be sure the lantern fell just because it has a little mud on it?
'Cause the glass is shattered.
These eyes do not lie. I saw a lantern in the accused's hands when the incantation was uttered.
Okay. Figures. Our testimony are all over the place now. These 4 testimonies, they are most interesting. The witnesses all saw the same thing, and yet people's memories are quite evidently quite fickle. They can never be truly reliable source.
Well then, Professor, with enough poking and prodding, I bet we can clearly cause their testimonies to crumble.
Of course, we need to exploit their fickle memories to turn this thing around.
We've got this, Nick. We'll press them so hard. I don't know why I laughed at that. We'll press them so hard they won't even remember what they had for breakfast. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot Maya was here. Maya hasn't done crap. She has just not done anything this time. She's just standing here, and every now and then she's like, "I'm still here. Please notice me." I love you, Maya, but I know you usually don't. Usually you do at least something. But Maya really she's just been hanging out this time. I guess she still doesn't know that she's helping Nick, or that she hasn't got her memory back, but yeah, she's just been sitting there. He's been thinking you threatened to burn Phoenix. Yeah. He's been like, "Nah, I don't want to talk to you right now. You're trying to kill me?" I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. It was probably bread. I think you just eat bread your whole life. Which is fine. It's not fine, but it is fine.
Now, Sir Baker, you may begin your interrogation.
All right.
Hold it!
The lantern fell after the incantation? Are you positive about that?
I say I'm positively positive that I am positive. I heard a voice, then sploosh.
The sploosh. Was that the sound of the lantern hitting the ground?
Indeed, but of course, do you see?
But if you look at the lantern, you'll notice the glass is shattered. You specifically said that you heard a sploosh. Shouldn't you have heard the sound of glass shattering when it hit the ground?
The sound of glass shattering? No, I'm afraid I failed to catch your drift.
Oh, Mary, what's up? Is that like a thing when like now somebody else's testimony is going to change? That's weird.
I was present in an area a bit further away from the crime scene, you see. I have no recollection of hearing such a sound.
No recollection. You'll see. Oh, okay.
Precisely so. I'll have you know I can easily hear a dog barking across town. Do not underestimate my hearing.
I wasn't. Relax, Grandpa. There is nothing of interest in his testimony. Will the witness with the goat please proceed with her testimony?
Huh? Ah, right. You mean us. You startled us, didn't he, Snowy?
Meh.
Hold it!
All right. But earlier,
You stated that Miss Cantabella had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Well, not quite. We didn't say for certain. We only believed it was on her wrist.
I'll lick it. I just noticed the goat is licking her. Do a lick. Lick. That's a little licky. Believed?
Yes, precisely. You know how you sniff milk when you're not quite sure if it's gone bad. And then your nose is assaulted by the foul odor you weren't expecting. Well, it's a bit like that.
Heed my words, madam. Do not make a habit of stealing for your own safety. I will kill you. I won't even put you in the In the fire, I will just cut your head off. Ooh, we said we were sorry, please. It was all Snowy's fault. Oh, now you're blaming the goat. Meh. Oh. Oh, bother. Anyway, we can confidently say that we both saw the milk bucket, right, Precious? And as for the lantern falling, we don't know so much about that, do we, Schnookums? But didn't you say you ran to get it? Okay.
Hold it!
What do you mean? Well, maybe the mud was already on the lantern before any of this happened. Did you ever think of that? Before any of this happened? Like, maybe it's been there since last week. And it did rain last week too, after all. And if that's the case, then there really isn't any point in arguing about whether or not she dropped the lantern, right? Indeed. What do you say? What say you, Defender? I say I have a weather report, and and last week it never rained. What's a weather report? You're a witch. You keep track of the weather? Okay. I say take a closer look at the lantern, and you'll notice there's mud on the glass. Mud on the glass? The lantern wouldn't be very useful with all the mud blocking out the light. Miss Kira, I'd say your little theory regarding this lantern is muddy at best. Hilarious. Incredible. Got him. Ah. I could point at the witness till these cows... I could point at the witnesses till the cows come home. But that wouldn't turn this testimony into anything else. Gotta find a lead somewhere.
Hold it!
I would know. This is important. Are you sure you really saw that lantern? Yes, are you a petty baker? Oh, sorry. Yes, oh my god, I can't read. You are but a petty baker, are you not? It is not your place to be telling me what is important. There is but one thing of importance, ridding its town of its witches quickly as possible.
Objection!
Hardly. I'd say this is far more important. What? We're trying to find out the truth here. How absurd that that girl is a witch. I say a witch. I would stake my entrance into the Knights of the Inquisition on it. Listen well, whelp. Yes, Sir Barnum. Many young men within the ranks of the knighthood share your level of passion. However, you let your ambition completely blind you, the same way that a muddy lantern leaves one blind and helpless in the dark. All right, bet, yeah. What? This guy. Yes, indeed. I would say he's quite the tough motivator. What do you think, Nick? Do you notice anything fishy? Yeah, possibly. I think there may be something I can use. Really? Wow, I didn't hear anything special. Ooh, new song? Maybe it's a song I haven't heard in a while. There's definitely something out of place in that one witness's testimony. Wow. Remember when I said hand-holding? This is not what I meant. This is the opposite of hand-holding. This is just a big middle finger at the player. Yeah, I know someone is lying. I know. Thanks, game. Very cool. It was something I haven't noticed from any other witness so far. Oh, was it the dagong? That sound effect? It appears you might have... Oh my god, that was so loud. High voice. Welcome in. We are having lots of fun trying to prove someone is not a witch. A 4-witness cross-examination. This is something I've never done before. But then, there's another way I should be tackling this. I believe it is worth trusting that intuition, Mr. Wright. Okay, got it. All right, let's try pressing that old man one more time. Oh, okay, we're gonna press him again. Okay, here we go. I'm doing all right, boys. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good too. If you follow a bad person on Twitter and someone gives you, or someone goes disappointed that some people follow this bad person, like, wait, what? I'm confused. Venus is gonna tell us if we reply DM. Okay. All right. Is it a new mechanic time?
Hold it!
The lantern fell after the incantation. Are you positive about that? All right.
I'm positive that I heard a voice then split.
I already read this. Okay. Unless this isn't the old man I need to push. Okay, it's the same thing so far.
Hold it!
Oh, that. Okay. There it is. It's right there. I knew I heard something strange. Huh? But the old graybeard didn't say anything weird. Maya, it's not the old guy that said something weird. It's the person next to him, okay? Next to him. Oh, look, Professor. The goat lady. She looks really deep in thought. It would seem she has noticed something odd in this elderly gentleman's testimony. Ah. That's right. Cross-examinations have 4 witnesses. Hey, Nick. It looks like we're not the only ones paying attention to these testimonies, Maya. Once again, I would like to raise the question. Are you paying attention? Are you just... You haven't really done much, Maya. You're just kind of hanging out, which that's okay. We have 4 people on the stand, which is crazy. But, you know, you don't have to pretend that you're paying attention. You know, you can just chill. Oh, she's in holiday mode. Yeah, she's fine. She's just having a good time. A new waifu. Ooh? A new one? What do you mean? Or who could it possibly... Is it the new JP one that they announced? Like the mouse girl or something? You're right. Which means if they're all listening to each other's testimonies... Correct, Mr. Wright. Each witness who's fully aware of themselves and their own actions when in the middle of their own testimonies. Oh. She's an NPC, though. Ooh. Who is it? Oh, it is actually that... Oh, she's an NPC? Maybe I'm thinking of a wrong person. Better Shun. She's an NPC? She has eyes. She can't possibly be an NPC if she has eyes. NPCs don't have eyes, okay? I'm sure she'll be playable eventually, so you just gotta hold out for like a couple more years. But I'm excited, dude. If they don't drop Chinese dress Cherino, I will throw a riot. You can't just drop the return of the communist baby in a Chinese dress and not play her or not release her. Completely unacceptable. So I'll be writing a strongly worded email to Nexon if they don't release her. I have to wait another year. I know, it's gonna be a while. I just really want more Cherino content. She doesn't show up that often, and she's probably one of my favorite characters. Kasaki's still unplayable. Yeah, that is actually the craziest part. She's still not playable. She's probably gonna be... Watch her be like a not a useless unit, but like not broken. I feel like at this point she's gonna be a Fez character. For sure. She's gotta be a Fez character. Like, there's no way. There's no way you just make her like, okay, we'll just drop her in this event. Could be. You never know. Alright, let's keep going here. Alright. However, it is while listening to the testimonies of the others that the witnesses may sometimes reveal the most valuable information. I see. It's habitual. They can't tell they're doing it, but I can. And I'm going to use it to turn the tide back in our favor. In fact, I do believe I may have spotted our first opening in which to test this new technique. Mr. Wright, could I draw your attention to the touchscreen? It's like, wait, what? What touchscreen, Professor? They don't even know what fingerprints are. I don't think they have a touchscreen. The what? he actually said that. He's like, the touchscreen. It's okay. We're very meta here in Professor Layton world. Sliding the magnifying glass during the witness's testimony will allow you to shift your focus to another witness. Oh. Right. So the important thing here is understanding that this world has UI controls for some reason. No, he has holograms. Isn't the witness that's mid-testimony, it's the other three witnesses listening. It's a matter of catching them off guard and questioning them. What are you waiting for, Nick? Let's give it a shot. You're just happy there's something new to do, Mick. How about we try questioning the goat lady next to old Graybeard? Okay, all I have to do is slide the magnifying glass over to that witness. Okay. Oh, this is cool. This is fun. I can just have a spasm here. Yeah, okay.
Hang on!
Hang on? That's a new one. Just hang on, hang on. You know, I know hold it isn't a legal term, but hang on. Hold it, you know, that's like hold it. You know, I could maybe see that. But hang on, come on, guys. Hang on. And the way he says it, that's so funny. Hang on. Excuse me, Miss Mary. Oh, do you mean us? But Snowy and I have nothing else left to say. I knew it. I caught her completely by surprise. Mr. Wordsmith just gave his testimony. He told us all about the sound that he heard when the lantern fell to the ground. Wordsmith didn't seem too sure. But I wonder if you might happen to have something to say about this. Said like a bungee jump staff member? Oh my god. Oh, well, that's, Is that all right, Sir Barnum? May we answer the question? Do what you will, madam. There's no need for formalities. Huh? That's weird. Well, we'll try and explain, won't we, Snowy? The truth is, we did hear something. That is to say, we heard the sound of the lantern's glass shattering. We're sure of it. It was frighteningly loud. Got him. It quite startled us, didn't it, Snowy dear? I looked in the direction of the sound, but I couldn't see anything, let alone the girl or the two thieves. It was a tad dark after all. When the glass shattered, the flame inside must have gone out. Hence, she could not see them. That seems to be the gist of it. Then, as I peered into the darkness, I heard it. You heard it? What did you hear exactly? You know, that, I heard it. Sploosh? The incantation for the spell Ignaze. Oh, okay. What did you just say? No! Hold it right there, witness. Yes, my lord. The glass shattered when the lantern fell. Then, after that, you heard the incantation for the spell Ignaze? Do you swear to this court that this is without a doubt correct? Yes, maybe, I think. Bruh. Gotta be a little more certain than that please.
How about my testimony? What is my oratorical observation? That blasted spell Ignace occurred first. Then the lantern plummeted to the ground.
I heard no such thing. There was no shattering of the glass. Absurd, simply absurd. So the lantern fell and the glass shattered. That doesn't change the very fact that this girl is a witch.
Objection!
I hate to disappoint you, but that's not quite the case. In fact, the testimony changes things a lot. Wouldn't you agree, Inquisitor Barnum? What is the meaning of this? Let's go over what we know so far. In order for a witch to use any magic, they must be holding a witch's scepter. And yet, none of the four witnesses saw the defendant holding the scepter of any kind. That's because the scepter was made to disappear with the spell of Demir, correct? At the time of the crime, the two victims had grabbed Miss Cantabella's arms, causing her to drop the lantern onto the ground. If at the time she was in fact holding an invisible scepter, the scepter must have fallen when she dropped the lantern. Now, let's say that hypothetically, that Miss Cantabella really is a witch. In order to use magic, she would have had to recite the spell before dropping the scepter. However, as our witness Miss Mary has just stated in her testimony, she heard the incantation Ignace after hearing the lantern's glass shatter. What? Oh, his eyes are going crazy. That was funny. You do all understand what this means, don't you? It means that Miss Cantabella, the supposed witch you've locked up, could not possibly have cast any magic. Therefore, the defendant, Espella Cantabella, is clearly in no way, shape, or form a witch. Wah, ooh, bah, oh, he's got... What? I was not expecting the last one.
Such frivolity! Do you realize what you are insinuating? Do you really think she's not a witch?
Such nonsense. Did any of you listen to my testimony? We did, but you're wrong. There was no glass shattering. Are you calling me a liar, Missy? You couldn't even see the mud on the lantern when it was plain as day. He's doing a jig. What is going on? What is happening here? They're gonna kill each other. What ridiculous claims, all of you. Oh, hush. Take your little toy sword and go back to playing pretend, Sir Knight. The dab to end all dabs. Witnesses, this is a court of law, not a playground. Must I remind you of the importance of these proceedings? Witches and their magic threaten our fair town of Labyrinthia. Your words here today could decide the fate of every single citizen within our walls. Do you understand? As such, I expect each of you to take your role seriously and testify honestly about what you saw. They have nothing to say. Okay. I like Barnum. He's a good guy. He seems like he's a good guy. Like, he wants to know the truth. He does. It seems like he genuinely wants to know the truth.
In all my days as a judge of this court, I have never seen such behavior. Behavior that leaves a cloud of doubt over the credibility of each of your testimonies.
Indeed, my lord. Quite miserable. Quite a miserable set of witnesses, this lot. I see. It would appear this trial has come to a sudden halt. Huh? So that must mean... Quite right. It means you have won this trial, Mr. Wright. We've won? Bonk.
I can hardly believe the situation we have found ourselves in. I did not anticipate this trial ending with such a strange turn of events. But due to the witness's dubious credibility, I can see no reason to continue. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum?
What's he gonna do? Is he just gonna accept it? As you wish, my lord. Whoa, okay. Alright. What's going on?
They're actually going to let this witch run free through to the town? Were you not listening to the entire thing? I guess that must mean this is the first time they've ever disproved someone being a witch. Curses if it wasn't for that witch and her friends. Barnum!
Hold it!
Oh? Who is it? Who the hell?
Second, this trial ain't even close to being
Just some guy? What do you mean, sir?
over. Not before I take the stand to testify.
Oh, just a man? Just a lad? This damn guy, I guess? Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Order! Order! Who is this buffoon?
Oh, he's here.
Behold! Who am I, you ask? Who am I?
Who are
Why,
you? Who are you, dude?
I'm the man that's gonna single-handedly save this trial. I'm the fifth witness.
Hey, he's also drunk.
Say what?
Say what?
What? Even Barnum didn't see this one coming.
Oh, just as I thought, this trial was going down the drain before I got here. Okay, you lot, assemble. We need a strategy meeting ASAP.
I say, who are you?
Thank goodness you showed up. We can't give up now, everyone. It has come down to this. To arms, everyone. We shall do battle against the baker and that hat seller. I can't believe this. The heck is going on? Truly fascinating. Seems a new witness has taken the stand. What's more, he appears to be quite the formidable witness. He just seems like a dummy. I think we'll be fine. Well, I guess. Oh my god, yeah, the assemble huddle. This trial is still far from over. Look at the goat! The goat! To be continued. Yeah, the yacht. First time I ever said that in my life. Yes, I want to save. My perfect credibility record. Yeah. All right, and we're back. Actually, I am going bonk. I am going to very quickly use the bathroom, and I will be right back. I lied. I also gave some head pats to Layla. But I'm back. Okay. Let us continue.
Well then, we will now continue with the trial of Spella Cantabella.
Newmans. Oh boy.
Group of witnesses huddling up before joint testimony of a witch trial. Can't make this stuff up.
Inquisitor Barnum, if I may ask you a question.
Yes, my lord.
We now have 5 witnesses on the stand, so I must ask. Why was this obnoxious-looking man left out of your initial group of witnesses?
Aldi's right, Barnum. That's just some cold-blooded. There's but one reason, my lord. I did not know this witness even existed. Eh? You, sir, failed to come forward. That's such a fun thing. Yeah, he's a very silly theme. I like it. Also, the fact that he has a theme, as opposed to all the other witnesses. Goofy song. When we were asking for witnesses for this very trial, you were nowhere to be seen. That, 'cause I didn't hear a peep about it. I guess he's country. I ain't usually around at night except for maybe a rogue's tavern. So you're basically telling us that you were up all night drinking. Anyway, it's all under the water. Water under the bridge now, as far as I'm concerned. I'll just leave the rest to yours truly. Get out of here. Got up the xylophone for this man. Wow. And oops, come on. Come on. Bye-bye. I can't move it. I can't move it. Go away, go away. Okay. Okay.
Just leave the rest to yours truly. Bunk. During the last interrogation, the defender brought forth some surprising proof. Namely, that there was little possibility the accused could have used magic. Never heard that such a claim. Must be doing this logic.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
What rubbish! Logic, you say? I ain't got a clue what that is.
I know you don't.
But I do know that this bread bacon baker ought to head back to the bakery.
Eloquently said.
Oi, Gramps, give me and partners over here a chance to speak. You wanna know how this witch managed to be holding the scepter? Don't ya? Oh, when you say Gramps, you wouldn't mean me, would you?
I failed to see anyone else meeting such a description. Bruh. Well, we'll show you she's a witch. I'll bet Snowy's beautiful white coat on it.
On guard. All right, team, let's do this, witnesses.
All right, this is clearly like, this is so obviously conspiracy. Like they're clearly like, all right, we're gonna prove. It's like that's not the witness's job. Witnesses are trying to prove she's a witch. I mean, are you guys the prosecution now? He's like, I don't think this is how court works, but I don't feel like I have the power to stop it anymore.
Yes, well, let's proceed with the testimonies.
Yeah, this place really doesn't have logic. So I guess that makes sense in this world. Why do I feel like I've totally lost control of the situation? It's the judge who's supposed to have control of it. He doesn't. All right, what now? It's clear as day. Ispella's a witch. We're not backing down on this. Stop eating your flowers.
When she dropped the lantern, the scepter was not in her hands.
The scepter must have been hidden by the magic carried on her back. The rogues grabbed her by the hand that held the lantern, so she must have had another way of holding the scepter.
That's easy. The girl just put the bucket down on the ground and picked up the witch's magic stick.
You were so close, man.
So he's had the witch's scepter behind her back and then dropped the lantern to reach for the scepter after it fell.
that's the case, then it must have been possible for the accused to have magic. Have used magic. Okay. So now it was on our back. This is bad. Thanks to this guy. Now all the witnesses have seem extra determined to pin this thing on Espella. They each harbor a shared anger towards witches and magic. Such is the cause of their strong desire to see a guilty verdict passed as quickly as possible. However, such confidence is undoubtedly bound to cloud their better judgment and thinking. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think these guys mean any real harm, but they're all riled up and they don't even realize how distorted their idea of what happened tonight has become. This song? Hello? Absolute banger? Where did this one come from? At least that's how it seems. This isn't good, Professor. The witnesses aren't thinking straight. They're completely blind to the truth. Bonk. Sir Baker, Sir Wright. Yes, I love how, like, throughout the trial, they're gaining more respect for him. Like, you know, Barnum's calling him Blue Knight. Now they're calling him Sir Wright. You know, like, that's cool. Like, he's, you know, everyone's, like, respecting him slowly but surely. They're like, okay, you know what you're doing. You do not appear to be a mere simple baker. That much is clear. On the other hand, you are no ordinary defender either. Never before has a defender managed to clash and do battle with me here on this battlefield as an equal. Sir Blue Knight, this trial has not yet been decided. If there is any doubt in your interrogation, I will not hesitate to strike your case down where it stands. I understand. Please put your sword away. This is a court of law. I don't need you to kill me. I will figure it out. I promise. Defender, please begin your interrogation. All right, here we go.
Hold it!
All right. Not backing down, you say? Huh? That's right. Spella is a witch. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. This is a courtroom, Miss Kira. We're not interested in your story. We're interested in the truth. She's like, wait, what? Oh, wait, that's what you're supposed to do? Okay. You know what I think? I think stories have the power to touch our lives in meaningful ways. Not the time. What do you mean? Oh, I thought this was a book club. Yeah, Jesus, Kira. Get out of here. What do you mean? Last year, I read a book about a flower girl who brought peace to the world with all the pretty flowers she sold. Now, it's not that easy, right? You tried and you failed. Because of that story, now I tell myself, Kira, one day you'll fill the world with beautiful flowers of your own. The story inspired me to sell more flowers. It's pretty much the same as this trial. He's like, what are you talking about, Kira? What a very touching story. Ah, yes, even in the past, the judge is always swayed by beautiful women. Indeed. I have heard nary a truer tale. Wouldn't you agree, Sir Blue Knight? Maybe it's just me, but I'd have preferred something a little more relevant. I'm afraid our logic may do us no good here. Let's move on to the next witness shop. I get that, like, it's a fact in this world, but it just comes across as so brutal to be like, yep. Looks like logic doesn't work on her, so let's just move to the next person. Crazy.
Hold it!
No matter how many times we ask, you still say you didn't see the scepter, huh, Gramps?
I ask you, youngling, were you paying attention to this trial?
Yes.
Well then, magic made the scepter invisible, did it not? Thus, my old age, clouding my vision, has nothing to do with anything. The scepter actually vanished.
Oh, so that's new. No, what I'm saying is, if it really was invisible, you wouldn't be able to prove it.
Not so, young one. We can prove it. The girl is a witch. There's your proof. So, my old age, clouding up my memories has nothing to do with anything. The scepter magically vanished, you see. Okay, well, you said it twice. Okay. Okay. We get it. But the lantern fell. You claim the scepter was still not in her hand. So, that means...
Hold it!
The witch's scepter was beneath her or behind her back. Well, it's like my little snowflake here. When my darling gets too heavy, I hoist him up and carry him on my back.
Which is very cute. You mean your baby goat, right?
Yes, yes. There isn't a cuter little goat in the entire courtroom, right, precious?
Meh. I know it's been asked already, but you didn't see the witch's scepter, did you?
Well, no, but I must have been made invisible by the magic they put on her back. You know, Snowy is such a tiny little thing. If I put him on my back, you can hardly see him.
I hardly see the point of that comment.
So the accused grabbed the witch's scepter and the lantern fell.
Hold it!
He's like, he hasn't said anything. And he's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Are you all right?
What? Why?
Why? Well, for one thing, you're hiding behind what I assume is a shield.
Well played, Blue Knight. You managed to see through my steel guard technique.
Yeah, I guess. Your steel what technique?
You tried to penetrate the depths of my mind and deceive me once more with your witchcraft of words. But you will find your words are futile against the strength of my shield, crafted from wood harder than steel. Now then, have at you. Attack me if you dare.
No. Just listen a second.
Looking at the sketch, it's quite clear the accused could not have held the scepter in the same hand carrying the lantern. Witness, explain this to the court. Explain to the court just how the accused held the scepter.
Hold it!
She put the milk bucket down?
That's right. Reckon she did that, she'd have no problem holding that thing.
Objection!
But none of the other witnesses said anything about seeing her put the bucket on the ground.
But no one said anything about not seeing her.
Oh my god, dude, everyone went off. Right? I'm gonna finish this and then I'll go back and look at these. I'll press them again. Because I want to see the end of this here. Well, yeah, but
There you go. These lot probably just didn't see it happen, is all. Never question a witness.
that's what my pappy always said. Never question a witness. Yep. Real good facts.
Ain't a doubt in my mind the witch put the bucket down before using the scepter.
That is all indeed accurate. Then it would seem we may have found our truth. These testimonies. Something's definitely not right here. What do you think, Nick? There's no way this disappearing scepter explains what actually happened. I mean, no one saw anything. How can you anyone prove it was there? This is starting to get really annoying. She's just saying that to make sure the player's like, oh, okay, they know the game is blind. I'm just kidding. I'm not getting annoyed by this, but that is funny. Maya's like, this is getting boring. I haven't done anything. I'm gonna go home, Nick. I don't want to be here anymore. You guys are figuring it out on your own. They can talk all they want about an invisible scepter. There's no way anything is slipping under my radar.
I do believe that is correct, Mr. Wright.
Somehow, we must find a clue that can lead us to another opening. Yeah, you're right. And I think Mr. Personality over there may be the key to just doing that. To doing just that. Okay. Okay, so we press on you.
Hold it! Objection!
There we go. Until you say the thing. Alright, so now we have... Oh my god. All of you have something to say about this. Well, let's start with you.
Hang on!
Hang on. That's so funny. Excuse me, Mr. Wordsmith.
What is it? Oh, boisterous blue one.
Tell me, what do you make of this witness's testimony just now? He has stated that the defendant put the bucket on the ground. The other witnesses had never mentioned that.
Let me tell you something, young man. Long have I lived and prospered. In that time, I have forgotten much. Dreams, aspirations, and even love. I simply forgot about that milk bucket. Like one would forget about a single drop of water within the bucket. That is life.
I'm gonna move on to the next person if you're okay with that. Thank you for that, Mr. Wordsmith. No further questions. I still don't understand a single word that comes out of his mouth, Nick. Sheesh. I guess it's back to the drawing board. But no, I have to go through this again. Okay.
Hold it!
Do you think love can bloom in this courtroom, Blue Knight? Perhaps.
Objection!
We can only hope. Doom.
Hang on!
No, I didn't mean to question him again. Oh, shucks. Okay. I meant to press the other person. It's not that bad, though.
Hold it!
And now we just do it again. This time I'm gonna make sure. Bonk. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Question. Excuse me, Miss Mary. You mean Snowy and me? Tell me, what do you think of the witness's testimony just now? The accused placed the bucket on the ground. No one has said anything up about this until now. That must be how it happened. The girl probably placed the milk bucket on the ground. Yes.
Objection!
Miss Mary, you did not mention anything to that effect in your previous testimony. And yet, you clearly stated that the one thing you were specifically focused on more than anything else was the milk bucket. Ergo, you should be able to confirm to the court whether or not the bucket was really placed on the ground.
Objection!
Okay, what are you objecting? How? One's memory is not flawless, Sir Blue Knight. Pay attention to what the witness was saying. The accused probably placed the milk bucket on the ground. There's a possibility such was the case. Probably. That's so crazy. Yes, that's right. Isn't it, my little cuddle pumpkin? Meh. I knew it. There's something fishy about her testimony. But indeed, it would seem we require a decisive piece of evidence. If we are to expose the contradictions in the witnesses' testimonies. Yeah, I just have to think of what it could be. So it's hers, I guess. Well, I'm still gonna question the other two people, I guess.
Hold it!
I'm not sure if I need to, if I should question the other two, but I'm going to. No.
Hang on!
Alright, excuse me, Miss Kira. Huh? Yes. What is it? Tell me, what do you think of this witness's testimony just now? The accused placed the bucket on the ground. No one has said anything about that up until now. Why, you're right. How odd. Everyone must simply have forgotten, myself included. Okay. Huh? But yeah, Espella definitely did put the milk bucket down. You just lie so much. You aggravate me so much. Why do you have to lie so much? That was the way she easily... Or that way she was able to easily grab her scepter and use magic. Easy peasy, right? A nerve, Nick. It looks like she's trying to peg Espella as a witch every chance she gets. Really? I don't know how much more of this testimony I can stand.
Hold it! Objection!
All right, one more guy to question.
What?
Bum. Okay.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mr. Nidal. Tell me, what do you think about this witness's testimony just now? He claims the accused placed the bucket on the ground. No one has said anything about this until now. I am reminded of but one thing, sir. A battle tactic important to any knight. Imagine in one hand you hold your sword, in the other your shield. When suddenly, from the shadows, an itch of the epic proportion takes on your back. What doth one do? Indeed, what can one do? Well, let me tell you. One must drop one's sword and fell the unholy itch with a well-timed scratch to one's back. All right? Right. A crafty witch would surely use the same tactic, would she not? I call it my signature back scratch attack of great justice. Right. By the way, be wary when using tactic in battle. I find my opponents rarely give me ample time to remove my armor and scratch. Okay. Thank you for that, Mr. Nidal. No further questions. Okay. Mr. Nidal sure takes the whole knight thing super seriously, huh? Sheesh. This is back to the drawing board. Okay, so it's the woman. Not this woman, but the other woman. Must have been hidden and carried on her back. Alright. Scepter must have been hidden by magic and carried on her back. Is it that would be too uncomfortable, maybe? Let me press her again.
Hold it!
Your scepter was beneath her, behind her back. Little snowflake here. Your baby goat, right? Yes, there's an acure littler goat in the courtroom, right, Precious? Bah. You didn't see the witch's scepter, did you? No. It was invisible on her back. Okay. Accused grabbed the witch's spear after the lantern fell. Alright, I want to press on the woman again through the other thing.
Hold it!
And I want to question her because I kind of forgot what she said. Alright, let's see what we got here.
What? Hang on!
Alright. So, excuse me, Miss Mary. Snowy and me. What do you think of the witness's testimony? Place the bucket on the ground. No one said anything about that till now. That must be how it happened. Okay, milk. Probably place the milk bucket on the ground.
Objection!
Okay. Clearly stated one thing. You were focused on the bucket. Ergo, you should have been able to confirm. Okay.
Objection!
And then he objects, saying what she could have just said probably. Just dumb. Sir Blue Knight. Okay, paid attention to what the witness was saying. She said probably. It's my cuddle pumpkin. Meh. Acquire a decisive piece of evidence. Or expose contradictions to these testimonies. Yeah. What could it be? Okay. Could be the fact that, let's see. It could be the fact that there's no mud on it. You know, like if there's mud on this, if she set it on the ground, there would be mud on the bucket. But that could be too much. Let's see. Grimory. Anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Okay. Clear day, spell as a witch. We're not backing down. And she dropped the lantern. The scepter was not yet in her hands. Must have been hidden behind her back. The rogues grabbed her by the hand. She had the other one holding the scepter. The girl just put the bucket down. Grabbed up the magic stick. I'm gonna guess the I guess I would present the muddy lantern. It's one or the other. It's this or the bucket. So I'll try this one first.
Objection!
Okay, it was not this. Rip. Oi. Alright. I'm not gonna reset. Just if this is wrong, I'll reset it. But
Objection!
aha, so it was the bucket. Okay, I'm afraid what really happened is not quite so simple. Do I want a perfect record? I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm basically cheating anyway, so it's okay. Afraid what really happened is not quite so simple. What? What you talking about? It had only just stopped raining moments before the crime took place. As a result, the ground was very muddy. If Miss Cantabella really placed this bucket on the ground like you claimed she did, then it should have been caked with mud, just like the lantern was after it fell. I don't see why we had to question the Miss Mary about that, though. Like, that seemed not unrelated to what she said. So I don't know why we had to question her about that. Maybe it'll come into play later. Well, I'd say that clears up your muddy testimony. That's the same pun. You can't use the same pun twice in a row, Phoenix. That's not very boring. Come on. Come on, man. You're smarter than this. Wouldn't you? Oh, well. Hey, Barnum. What? You're just gonna sit there looking pretty? Come on, give me a hand here. Flattery will get you nowhere. Witness. Other than perhaps to the dungeon. At any rate, there is but one question we ought to ask. Why is there no mud on the bucket? To the witness with the goat, may I ask you one question? Huh? Are you talking to us? Indeed. You admitted to the court that you just returned home with the bucket, illegally, I must add. My, oh my, such harsh words, Inquisitor. When you took the bucket home, you must have simply wiped the mud from the bucket. Is that correct?
Hmm? You know, now that you mention it. Ah, stop it. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, wait, don't tell me. That milk bucket. That's right, I remember now. I don't know if it was on the if what was on the bucket was mud exactly, but it was certainly dirty. Before taking it inside with me, I remember wiping it clean with an old rag. Are you kidding me?
Bruh.
Exceptional work, Inquisitor Barnum.
Right. It all makes perfect sense, see? We were right all along, weren't we, Inquisitor Barnum? I knew that sword weren't just for show, Barnum. You sliced his argument in two.
Objection!
Witness. Miss Mary. What is it? You're absolutely sure there was mud stuck on this bucket? Oh my, well, truth be told, I don't remember whether it was mud exactly. But I do remember cleaning the bucket off when I got home.
Bonk. Quick yawn. Okay. It would seem the defense has failed to disprove the witness's claims. Of that we can be quite certain.
Har, that'll teach you a bluey. You got that right. Do me a favor, will you, Gramps? I want to change my testimony. Testimony just a tiny bit. Why? You're winning.
I will allow it only if the witness refrains from name-calling in the future.
Yeah, you got it, my lord. Well, all this court mumbo-jumbo has left me thirstier than a dog in a desert. Gulp, 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 gulp. Oh my god, dude. Oh my goodness. Making me thirsty. That witch there is holding the stick. Or I even heard her say the incantation thingy. That's right, I witnessed it all.
Hold it!
But no one knows for sure if Miss Cantabella dropped that milk bucket on the ground. Because there's no mud on it. Is that what you're saying? Hey, we went over this already. We know that goat lady went and wiped all that all that mud off.
Objection!
However, Miss Mary doesn't clearly remember whether or not it was mud that was stuck on the bucket. We really don't remember. But maybe. I guess maybe there was mud on it. I mean, she couldn't hold the scepter without putting the bucket on the ground. Man. Miss Mary, please give a definitive answer. All done, Bluey? Talk all you want, because it ain't gonna help you see. The five of us, we saw that witch when we saw that witch went and did it. We saw it clear as day. Who was that? What is Bud doing? Bro is spinning, having a good time.
Hang on!
Hang on. Excuse me, mister. Sir? Hello? He's meditation. Yeah, he's just having a good time. Earth the Gramps. Defender, when you say Gramps, I mean him. Might you, by any chance, be referring to me? No, of course not, Your Honor. Mr. Wordsmith, are you listening? He's dead. Okay, cool. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
I heard you quite clearly the first time, young man. These ears hear all the crackling of the fire, the whispering of the crowd, and now your voice.
If that's the case, then allow me to ask you a question. You were clearly deep in thought just now. Do you have something to say about this man's testimony?
Indeed so, I felt something was amiss. However, what that means I cannot say.
Amiss?
Witness, could you please tell us? What precisely was amiss in this third-rate testimony from this third-rate from this third-rate witness? What a burn, Barnum. Got him.
5 heads are better than 1. 10 eyeballs are better than 2. As I listened to this man's testimony, I could not help but become aware of of something most odd. Okay. Tonight, when the crime occurred, we all made haste to the terrible scene. The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner permeated through the air. The shadows of those present cast through the dim light. And yet, there were but 4 figures standing in that vicinity, myself included.
4? Hold on a second. You're saying that there were only 4 witnesses at the crime scene tonight?
These eyes may be old, but they know what they saw.
Ooh, one of you is lying. Is something the matter, Miss Mary? No, it's just that Snowy and I are trying to remember what happened at the time. I remember the flames erupting into the air. That's when Snowy and I made our mad dash to the precious milk. When those 2 ruffians were set ablaze, the flame filled the area with light. In that sudden flash of light, we could see that there were other people beside ourselves. That's when I saw them. The other people that scrambled to the scene along with us. Quite sure of it. Ruffians is such a fun word. I can get behind that. It's not my favorite word, but I could see what's fun about it. Ruffians. It's a fun word to say. I like it. You are correct to have that opinion. Your Honor, I agree. Oh boy.
Objection!
Okay, there were 4 of us. Hold it, madam. What in the blazes is going on? We have 5 witnesses on the stand and all claiming to have witnessed tonight's events firsthand. That means we have 1 witness too many. Oh, maybe it's the guy who said, well, I was there the whole time. Don't be stupid. Oi! You lot stop speaking. Out of turn. All for one and one for all. Remember? We promised to take this switch down together, didn't we? It's not quite that simple. We saw what we saw.
Well, I say it's all about the numbers, and I counted. I counted, I say. I'll have you know my counting is flawless. On nights when sleep eludes me, I can count sheep from moonrise to sunrise.
4 witnesses, 5 witnesses, what difference does it make? Things all started getting muddy when you showed up. They're fighting again. What the? You're saying it's my fault? It kind of is your fault. I was there, you fool. Didn't I just finish saying that? My testimony is strong as steel, even if it's not completely stainless. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order, order, I say order. What's going on here? You claim the number of witnesses does not add up? The girls are fighting, Your Honor. I've never paid witnesses to such an outrageous conflict. There is but one answer to this puzzle. A single possibility. Ooh. Layton's had enough. Layton's like, shut the hell up. I'm sick of you. Go home.
What do you mean?
Without a doubt, magic must have been used at the scene of the crime. Furthermore, it would appear that there were only 4 witnesses present at the scene. And yet, currently, we are faced with 5 witnesses testifying to the court. That certainly is quite the fatal contradiction, with only one possible answer. Would you not agree, Mr. Wright? I swear to God, if they say it, I'm gonna uninstall the game. The answer can't be. Well, out with this supposed answer, Sir Blue Knight. What is your explanation for the current number of witnesses? The witch cast a spell on them. Wait, is it one of them could be a witch? No. Oh, I can't save. I can't save my game. No. I can't save the game. It's either one of them a witch or the witch spell cast a spell on them. I'm gonna say, wait, hold on. You must touch them to make them vanish. I'm gonna say one of them was a witch. Because they have to have been close enough to cast the blaze, right? Hmm. 1 meter radius. So they were all pretty close. So someone had to have been near. I'm going to say one of them is a witch. While it might seem far-fetched, the reality is actually rather simple. The real witch and the real murderer in this case is actually one of the 5 witnesses. What? What? Interesting. You're telling us that the witch is amongst this group of witnesses? What utter rubbish! There's no possible way that such a claim could be true. That's right, you've got a lot of nerve accusing one of us of being a witch. We've told you nothing but the truth, yet you still have the gall to bat around such an outrageous accusation. Behold, behold, my trusty shield deflects your petty words like the petty words that they are.
Inquisitor Barnum.
Yes, my lord.
I would like to see a sketch of the crime scene at the time of the incident. Do you have one in your possession?
Yes, certainly, my lord. I have one here. I requested it from the court illustrator just in case.
Bonk. Very well, witnesses. I would like each of you to mark your location at the time of the murder. Here on this crime scene sketch. Quickly now.
The number of witnesses doesn't add up. It looks like we're getting somewhere now. We haven't even scratched the surface of this case yet. Oh my god, dude. The case has been going on for like 6,000 hours. What do you mean we haven't scratched the surface? Phoenix, please let it end. Oh, Maya's there. There, that's all I had to do to make Maya part of the group. But no. She's finally part of the group. And it's all thanks to this top hat wearing gentleman. Aw.
Okay. Court accepts this crime scene sketch into evidence.
Area map out of the court record. Let's take a peek. Okay. So they were in the middle. Look at how dead inside Espella looks. She's like, bruh, you know what? I think I did kill them. I wasn't a witch. I just killed them. I'm not a witch. I just murdered them. That's what that face says right there. She's like, I had enough of these men and I killed them. All right. So one of them is by a lake. The 2 are over there. She's behind a fence. Interesting. Interesting. I was gonna say it's probably Kira, but she's the furthest away, so I don't think it is her. I don't think it has to be the closest person, though. But unless she's putting herself the farthest away to hide her, you know, how close she really was. Okay. Maybe it could be from every angle. They only see 4 people, you know? Because Kira's behind some guy. So Miss Mary wouldn't be able to see Kira. But that wouldn't explain the others not being able to see them. Okay. If one of the witnesses is the witch, that could only mean one thing. Somebody here isn't telling the truth. That would indeed appear to be the case. Listen well, Sir Blue Knight. The path you tread now is a dangerous one. claiming that a witch is among these most honorable witnesses. This is a serious accusation. Should it prove to be a false one, you will find yourself at the other end of my sword. Do I make myself clear? Huh? But that wasn't so much as my suggestion. I mean, the gentleman here with the lovely top hat was the one who murdered. You are not throwing him under the bus. You did not. Phoenix. You stand together, Phoenix. Jesus. Rip. Although, he could handle himself. It's the same thing, Sir Blue Knight. Indeed, it is the same thing, Sir Baker. It is the same thing, Mr. Wright. He's like, he threw it right back at him. He threw it right back at him. He's like, yeah, it's the same thing. You're gonna die. Get wrecked. Oh, boy. Now, ready your sword. Ready? Were you listening? You claim the witch is not the accused, that it was someone else at the crime scene was the true culprit. If what you say is true, then surely you could tell the court exactly where this person was at the time of the crime. Can you not? I'm gonna make a save real quick here. I'm gonna make this save though, just in case. Secondary save. Just in case I screwed this up. Leighton asks to be the one that lowers Phoenix in the fire. Yeah, he's like, I'll put him in. I'll put him in myself. Can you not? Come now, Sir Blue Knight. Only you can enlighten us as to who this real witch actually is. Bonk. So, Sir Dolly Defender. Show us where the witch was at the exact moment the murder took place. I don't know. What? They had to have been close. Because all of these, you have to touch them. Or you have to be within 1 meter. So it's gotta be like, where were they at the time of the murder? They had to have been close. I guess we'll just do this? I don't know.
Got it.
I have no clue. Which was standing probably somewhere around here. Okay, no. Somewhere around there. Okay, no. What do you mean? I believe he's trying to convey that. Oh, look at Luke. Look at Luke. He's a good boy. But your answer was incorrect. Yeah, they really are family. They didn't need to be so harsh about it. If I may, Mr. Wright, keep in mind that the real witch is among the witnesses. We cannot completely be completely certain that their testimonies are all true. Of course that's true. So relying on the witness testimonies is out the window. Mr. Wright, the witch used the spell Ignace, right? Take a look in the Grand Grimoire. We're bound to find something in there. I know, they gotta be close. Maybe you're right as a witch. Dude, at this point, I'll just take it. I'll just take the heat. Literally, take the heat. Light me on fire. I'm done. Bonk. I'm not getting penalized for that? I am getting penalized. Do not waste the course time anymore. Yeah, okay, I got penalized. Dang, that sucks. Leighton would be opposed. Darn it. Oh, crap. So now I can't. They have to be close. None of these are 1 meter away. Do I just click on Espella? Maybe they were behind the trees, you know? Alright, I'm gonna present this, and I guess I'll just... I don't know.
Got it.
It is? Okay, so I was just off by one tiny thing. Which must have been standing here.
Objection!
All right, real quick, what I'm going to do, I know this is annoying, but I want to have more shields. So I'm going to, wait, hold on. I'm just gonna, real quickly, yeah, there we go. Just real quickly, yeah. Oh, wow, look at all this. All right, first try. Shoot! No! I did it wrong. I did it wrong again. No! I clicked the wrong button. Hold on a second here. Let me just, yeah, there we go. Back in the tube, so I'm glad I went smoothie. Yeah, that's the only issue with these, is like sometimes you'll just miss by just an inch, and it'll be like, well, clearly I was wrong. But I was pretty certain it had to have been close. Plus, it feels cool if it's like, actually, a Spella was, you know, you point at a Spella, and they'll be like, you're wrong. You know, I think it works well as writing, so that's why my next guess was going to be a Spella, but if it wasn't her, I didn't know where to go. Yeah, I feel like they should just increase the range on those a bit, because I was pretty close. All right, come on. Come on. Do 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 bam 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 bam. Come on. Amen. Wow, I really took a while to save. Good thing I did save, though, before that one question. All right, hold on. Go, 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 go. Okay, finally. Nope, not yet. Never mind. Okay. It was a Spella. It was you.
Got it.
There we go. Excuse me. Which must have been standing here.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? Unfortunately for you, that spot has absolutely nothing to do with any of these witnesses.
Objection.
Inquisitor Barnum, I suggest you try taking a look at this. Throws a book at him. The Grand Grimoire. According to this tome, Ignace summons a circle of flame within a 1 meter radius of the caster. In other words, the witch had to have been within 1 meter of the flames when casting the spell.
Objection!
Of course. You needn't say more, Blue Knight, Sir Blue Knight. First off, notice that there is no one else in that area other than the accused. Should also be quite obvious from the sketch that it's clearly nowhere for anyone to hide.
Objection.
True, there aren't any hiding spots. However, there's one possibility if a witch wanted to stay hidden from sight. Oh, they attacked them and then they made themselves invisible. Most intriguing. Since you seem to love showing evidence, prove it. How was the witch? Oh, in plain sight. Demir.
Take that.
Got him. This Talia Magica contains 2 magic gems. I think it's Talia. Ignace and the other spell. That's right. The spell Demir. Demir? Ah, it cannot be. That's right. There was most certainly a witch present at the crime scene. Only they weren't completely invisible. All thanks to the magic spell Demir. What foolishness is this? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Order, order in the court. Defender, what are you getting at? I thought the witch used Demir to make the Delia Magica disappear. Yeah, that rhymed. According to the Grand Grimoire, under the entry of Demir, it causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. In other words, supposing the witch were holding the staff in one hand and touching a part of their body with the other, they would be able to make themselves disappear. Are you implying that the reason for the conflicting number of witnesses? Indeed it is, which means witnesses, someone amongst you is not disclosing the entire truth, and that person is the witch we seek. Whoa. Whoa. It's getting real, guys. It's getting real. I believe that this is the most probable scenario. I'm sorry, I've learned my lesson. Bonk. Honorable witnesses. You will testify to the court. One final time. Tell us exactly what you saw and what you did not see at the scene of the crime. Luke can't see anything. He's too short. He needs a stool. Is this the end? Are we going to finish this trial today?
How absurdly absurd! The purpose of this trial is to convict that girl of a crime, is it not?
Yeah, they zoom out and he's just there. You see his hat and that's it. That's right, we are not witches. Witnesses, I ask that you listen. I think it might be her, though. She seems to have some kind of, like, vendetta against her. Like, everyone is like, oh, I want to see her die, but she's the only one who's, like, not having, like, a second guess, you know? Like, the old man and the woman are like, I want to see her burn, but they're willingly to say, actually, I think I was wrong. I think I saw them put down the bucket or whatever. The drunk guy, he's a drunk. I don't think he knows what he's doing. And I think Kira's the only one who's like genuinely like mad, you know? She's not willing to second guess herself or like say, well, actually, I think this is what happened. I think it's probably her. There was a witch mingling among you. Which, I mean, when it comes to witches, it's kind of obvious it has to be her. I guess there could be male witches because they were trying to say that Phoenix and Layton are, but, you know, Kira looks like she could be a classic witch, you know? Well, not classic, but she looks the most witch type generically. So I think it would have been kind of cool if they actually made like the knight or the old man the witch. I mean, granted, they could be. It's not over until it's over, but I'm guessing Kira for now. There's a witch mingling among you. That's right. I'm afraid you are all no longer brothers in arms. The true opponent here is within your own group. Damn, way to turn the witnesses against each other. That's crazy. It's gonna be like a puzzle where everyone's lying and I have to figure out. The real witch is one of the 5 witnesses, huh? Fine by me. Time to put an end to this trial. Oh god, here we go. The last one. I'm so scared. You wish to know where we all are standing tonight? It matters not. Would the flames not just burn the same? The flame, I never saw anything like that. It quite literally left me speechless. I could never so much as scream. Okay. If you are a witch, say what? If you're a witch, say what? What? 10 picarettes. You get like 50 picarettes for murdering the witch. I heard the tiniest cry when I turned around. The blighters were roasting, so I rushed over. I heard the incantation of the flames and suddenly erupted. I'm certain of it. I only saw 3 people here there with us.
As I said, there were only 3 others present, like that man there, who was stumbling around like a newborn calf.
Okay.
A most heinous act indeed. No small wonder these witnesses are so confused.
A witch amongst the witnesses. What an utterly baseless claim. I don't think so, Barnum. The only baseless claim in this case is Isabella being a witch. It's more than a little likely one of the witnesses is the culprit. These testimonies are bound to tell me who the real witch is. Oh boy, here we go. I'm actually like super pumped to figure out who this is. Or really how.
Hold it!
In other words, you're not exactly sure what happened tonight, is that right? Defender, I thought, with your burning vigor this night, do not belittle my efforts. Right, right. A knight does not just run away from the mere sight of fire, huh? No, no one even said anything about running away. If I may be perfectly straight with you, the pillar of fire illuminated the area as it rose into the air. By the fire was a witch, and excluding the two unfortunate knaves, I counted 3 others at the scene. Okay, who was that? Okay, Kira, why are you upset?
Hang on!
Excuse me, Miss Kira. What do you want? You looked like you had something to say about the testimony just now. Well, it was about the number of people at the crime scene. Have you ever played the Daisy Pedal game? Daisy Pedal game? Is that what you're playing right now, ma'am? 1 witness, 2 witnesses, 3 witnesses, 4 witnesses, 5 witnesses, 6 witnesses. Okay, yeah, it's her. Throws you under the bush. I mean, hey, there was a lot of trees there. They could have been throwing people under the bush. You never know. What an adorable game. It seems like something out of a fairy tale. Shrek. I think that's the first time I ever heard of the love me not, or he loves me, he doesn't love me, or whatever. Was in Shrek. Seriously, Your Honor? Anyway, you may continue a witness or testimony, witness. Okay, I am going to go back and finish his testimony.
Hold it!
I just want to see what he says after this. Oh my god, it takes so long to say this.
What?
Exactly. That means there were only 4 witnesses at the scene of the crime. Hold on, sir. You cannot say that for certain. Perhaps I missed the other witnesses. Maybe I was obscured by the shield. See, that is another possibility. Anyway, how about we not talk about your shield anymore? Very well. All right. So what do you have to say, ma'am?
Hold it!
Must have been pretty terrifying, huh? Yes, it's the kind of thing you only read about in books. The moment the pillar of fire erupted, I could feel my throat tightening up. It was so difficult to breathe, I couldn't even manage so much as a scream. Quite. After all, the flames engulfed the scene in a blink of an eye. Yes, I'm sorry. That's why I can't remember. So you can't remember the scene, the number of people at the crime scene, naturally. That is understandable, witness. It's also why I was a little late getting on to the scene compared to the others. Yeah, it's 100% her. Just 100% her. Unless it's like a red herring, but like, bruh, it's her. The tiniest cry. It might have been someone saying the incantation for that spell. My memory's kind of hazy on that one. Scared me good though. Never jumped up to me feet so fast in all me life. Nearly had a heart attack, I tell ya. Jumped up. Straight. It's still raining cats and dogs, so being a resourceful chap that I am, I decided to doze under a tree for a bit. It's you? Okay. I think I'll finish these first, and then I'll go back and question. So, you slept under a tree in the rain. Why am I not surprised? Anyway, I tried to put out the fire by chucking some of me drink at it amazingly. Didn't do much good, though. Right. But, hey, ended up roasted, huh? Turns out magic won that fight. All right. This guy's unbelievable. Okay, let's try it again.
Hold it!
Okay, go. Let me go to Wordsmith, man.
I say.
Yeah.
Hang on!
Is everything all right, Mr. Wordsmith? What is it you want this time, young one? Oh, I forgot the voice. My bad. I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts on the testimony just now.
Ah, yes. Thoughts about the slumbering under the trees. You mean?
Slumbering?
I often find myself weaving the most intricate dreams under that very tree. Of course, I cannot nap tonight. Not with that much Uncough man. And that Uncough man usurping my special dreaming spot, could I?
Are you using the cross-examination to argue over a napping spot? Let us hope such arguments do not lead to any criminal acts in the future.
Witness, please continue your testimony.
Okay. So that one wasn't too useful.
Hold it!
Are you absolutely certain? Well, I believe so, but then, when you think about it, can anyone really be absolutely certain of anything? It worries me that you're saying that in the middle of a cross-examination. I believe that the witness means there is no way she can be certain whether there were 4 witnesses or 5 witnesses at the crime scene. Anyhow, there was a matter of great importance to Snowy, and I had to tend to. Ah, you must mean... That's right, the milk. If any soot had gotten into the milk, it would be a tragedy to end all tragedies. Was that you? Okay. I see, not crying over spilled milk, I see. Ahem, as I was saying, I ran as fast as I could to get the girl away from the flames. Then, I took the milk bucket. Oh, you said you got her away from the flames, then you took the milk bucket. And wrapped it up in my scarf. Man. Interesting, that's new. Doesn't look like there's anything out of the place in her testimony except maybe her priorities. Okay.
Hold it!
Alright, let's question the man. Okay.
Hang on!
Could I stop you there, mister? Oh, he's just pouring it. Oh, he's pouring more. Some guy. Mister! Ah! Whoa! Tone down your volume, Bluey. That's my line. Does anything come to mind regarding Miss Mary's testimony? Nope, not really. Nothing important anyways. Just that I think this old lady is full of it. Huh? I'm talking about the milk, man. The milk! You'll know the second when you try the stuff. It ain't nothing to write home about, let me tell you. What are you saying, you don't? What on earth would let you, or who on earth would let you drink anything as delicious as the milk from my farm? A ruffian like you, is better served, oh my god, by whatever unthinkable liquid that is a never-ending mug of yours. Man. Are you guys still using this cross-examination to argue over milk? Let us hope such arguments... Okay, same thing. Alright, so that one also wasn't that useful. Alright, Wordsmith. Here we go.
Hold it!
For the last guy. So, including yourself, there were a total of 4 witnesses at the crime scene, correct?
That is how it comes to pass.
By the way, what do you mean by stumbling around like a newborn calf?
Yes, that man was inebriated as he was loud. Quite humorous sight it was, I dare say.
You must mean the witness permanently glued to his cup of whatever he's drinking.
When I saw the flames rise up into the sky, I wondered to myself, my word, whatever could that be? However, I could not simply walk over to check. My knees were a bit weak from the shock, you see. And the wobbly waked gentleman came running over. The next thing I knew...
Wait, who is that? Okay. I guess since he's the last one, we'll do this real quick. My god.
Hang on!
Oh, is something the matter, mister? Mister, is this the same thing? That's my line. Sir Blue Knight, next time please think before trying to press this witness.
It's like this guy even managed to scare Barnum half to death. That's good. Now then, sir, about Mr. Wordsmith's testimony just now. He claimed you were stumbling around. What does he mean by that? I'm going on. Set the record straight now. In no way was I stumbling around anywhere. I'd like to think of it more like staggering with style. Oh my god, dude. Come on, man.
A responsible adult should know better than go stumbling around in the dead of night.
Hey, look, I don't go stumbling around like some clumsy idiot. I've got more sense than that. But anyway, I kind of tripped over a large stone. I mean, you don't exactly see what's going on in the ground in front of you when you're running at full pelt, right? So he tripped and fell, so that way nobody saw him because he was on the ground. So you could say I put my life on the line, proving that you really need to watch where you're going when you run. How courageous of you. Someone give me a medal. Someone give this guy a medal. My lord, this testimony is meaningless waste of everyone's time. That means it's the hinge of our case. Well, defender, is there a point? Is there anything worth pursuing here? What should I do? Question further. The witness stated earlier that he tripped over a large stone. Mister, I have one question for you. Why weren't you watching what was in front of you? Well, to be honest with you, it ain't the real reason. Or, it ain't much of a real reason, but something suddenly caught me attention. Out of nowhere, I sort of heard someone call a name. You heard your name? Of course, I turned around when I heard it. Who wouldn't? When a woman calls your name, you pay attention, am I right? Oh my god, classic. You heard someone call out, "Hey you," from behind? You mean? What? I said they called out my name. How many guys do you need? Or how many guys do you know called "Hey you"? My name is Amir. And don't you forget it, Bluey, you hear me? Amir. Oh! Amir. Look at that. Classic. Got him. I must say, the sentiment does not strike me as an Amir. You know, Professor, it's not a very memorable name. Damn, roasted. That's harsh. Honorable witnesses, is there anyone among you who is aware of this man's name prior to now? Not at all. He's always just been Mr. to me. A knight's name is only as good as the name of the sword he carries. Shakes his head.
This is the first time I've heard of this. I dare say I did not expect his name to be one such as Amir.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know his name either. I only remember the names of my most loyal customers. Okay. So absolutely no one knew this witness's name. You know, it ain't really much of a surprise to me either. But seriously, I definitely heard someone call me name. When you get to be my age, I really start to wonder when you'll find that true love, you know? I thought that pretty voice might have been me sweetie. Even Barnum is like, yeah, I know, this guy. Come on, man. All right, how close are we to the end? Because it's 10. Should I call it here and finish it next week? Or are we close to at least finishing the trial? I guess, yeah. Without spoiling, are we close to the end, sorry, Navi, of this? You know, like, are we talking like 10 more minutes? Or are we talking like another 30 minutes? Not that close? Okay, so I'll just call it here then, actually. Because it is bedtime for me. Over 30? Yeah, no, we're definitely calling it. I'm getting eepy. Okay. Well, let's do a little bit of this. Ooh. Yeah, I'm getting eepy. My voice is getting tired. I can only voice act for so long, especially when they have rough characters. It's annoying. Alrighty, let's see if there's somebody to raid. But yeah, dude, this is so much fun. I still love this game. This game it's just incredible, dude. I love it. So yeah, let's see if we can find someone to raid. Who's streaming tonight?
What is this a new thing? Oh, it's a new like collaborate stream thing. That's interesting. They're changing some things around. All right, we got Professor Sarah. I'm gonna raid Sarah because Sarah is, what is she doing? Playing Enshrouded. So she's playing with some friends. Let's go say hi to Sarah. They're a fellow Blue Archive player. I don't think they really stream Blue Archive that often, but that's how I met them. So yeah, let's go say hello to them. They're playing Enshrouded with some friends. It's community night. So they're very fun. And I like it. So anyway, thank you all so much for coming. I will be back on Wednesday with some Blue Archive. We're gonna start some chapter 4 Eden Treaty. It's gonna be fun. So anyway, let's go ahead and start the raid here. Sarah. Zura. Here we go. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you'll have a wonderful night. Bye-bye. I just raid. Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's helpful.